Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
He says he made his living stealing people's money from halfway across the world. Now this reformed internet scam artist is talking to Help Me Hank, hoping to keep you one step ahead of the lies. Thank you for joining us here for the news at 6 o'clock. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin tonight. The man you're about to hear from lives in Nigeria. He calls himself a reformed scammer, and he wants you to know how it all works from the other side.
Right now, holiday scams are booming, and soon romance scammers will be making their move ahead of Valentine's Day. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester is live. Hank, it's rare to hear from the thief themselves, but you got this interview.
Yeah, Kimberly, Demond, incredibly rare. That's why it's so interesting to talk with this person. As you mentioned, he's still living a world away in Nigeria, but he took time out to talk to us about how these scams worked and why he was targeting people right here in our area. Take a look.
They're out there looking to scam you, and we've heard repeatedly that many of these scammers are overseas, some in Nigeria. And now, for the first time, a reformed Nigerian scammer is sharing his secrets, hoping to protect you.
I did scam a lot of people. I scammed a woman that she got depressed after I scammed her. She became sick.
Chris worked as a scammer from Nigeria for years. He's speaking to me today via Zoom.
I did a lot of scams.
He says he created fake personas to carry out romance scams and would target widowed women living here in the U.S.
I'll go online. I'll look for military guys that look so good. You know, they look good. They are so handsome. They go to the gym. I'll look for their pictures. I'll create a fake profile on dating sites, on apps that you can meet women.
The scam numbers are rising and they're shocking. Last year alone, more than $10 billion lost in online scams. There are more than 13,000 victims here in Michigan alone who lost more than $177 million. Every 30 seconds, someone is scammed online. The biggest scams right now, they're shopping scams, Santa scams, romance scams, and the old grandparent scam. And during the holiday season, this man living a world away would recreate fake websites offering you big deals that didn't exist. His goal? Just to get your credit card information.
Eventually, when you try to make a payment with your credit card, with your debit card, they will have access to your bank account and they will take everything away from you.
Back out here live, you may be wondering, why is this guy talking, sharing this information? Well, this was part of a deal that he worked out with authorities after they were able to track him down. He did say he felt incredible guilt taking advantage of people all across the country. And he says right now, with the holidays approaching, the biggest scams he was pulling off, he was creating fake websites that look like Amazon, that look like Overstock, maybe one letter off. That's exactly why if you're shopping online, you have to really pay attention, make sure the website you're on is in fact legit. Kimberly, Demond, back to both of you.
What incredible insight. Fantastic interview. Hank, we appreciate it.
A high school student in Sterling Heights has been charged in connection with an alleged sexual assault on the grounds of Henry Ford II High School. Investigators say it happened December 12th near the school's Performing Arts Center. We're told the defendant is 17 years old and the victim was another student at the high school. The Macomb County prosecutor today charged the 17-year-old with third-degree criminal sexual conduct and sent the case to the county circuit court where they can be tried as an adult.
Detroit police putting out new information on a police shooting that left a driver dead on Detroit's west side. That shooting happened last night at Finkel and the Southfield Service Drive. Police tell us they pulled over a car after the driver failed to use a turn signal. During the stop, the driver, who didn't have a license, tried to pull away. One officer threw his leg into the car trying to step on the brakes. Police say the officer's partner tried to use a taser, but the driver kept trying to get away. Another officer, fearing for their safety, then fired that fatal shot. We're also told officers found a Glock ghost gun in the front driver's seat floorboard. The driver was also already facing other criminal charges, out on bond, and was not allowed to have a weapon. Officers recovered large amounts of narcotics and cash from the car. The officer who tried to stop the car was taken to the hospital, but should make a full recovery. Police say they're planning to release video of the incident within 45 days in accordance with their new transparency policy.
Well, some very tense moments today in the Harper Woods neighborhood. Sky 4 was above a home on Woodcrest where a SWAT team was on hand as police tried to find whoever shot a woman, causing injuries that sent her to the emergency room. Sean Lay is live tonight with the latest on what we understand to be an ongoing situation right now. Hey, Sean.
Damon, everyone, I can tell you, talking about this here tonight in Harper Woods, coming up to us, asking us if we know what's going on. We're here at the Public Safety Department trying to learn as much as possible, but you'll see the video here. Officers, a SWAT call out, going door to door with guns drawn. They're looking for a suspect involved in a shooting, but this is still not, that part is over. This part about the suspect is not over. Take a look. This is what it looked like on Woodcrest in Harper Woods after 8 this morning. A woman found shot in a car. She's at the hospital tonight. But a search for the gunman taking hours and taking over this area. Schools here put on lockdown just as a precaution while police investigated. Evidence leading to this home. The Eastern Wayne Special Response Team was activated. They made entry into the home but did not locate a suspect at that time. Tonight, people at the home do not want to discuss what happened here. At the same time, Harper Woods police had to respond to false information being put out on social media that somehow this involved area schools, but it did not. The search was contained to the area of Woodcrest near Kelly Road.
But we just seen the doctor, we seen about policemen, so yeah. I don't know what's going on, so we just seen the other time we seen number of police was out here.
Harper Woods police did put out a couple of nixle alerts on social media and out to the community saying, look, there's police activity in this area. This area is shut down. Schools are on lockdown until 12 o'clock. It had nothing to do with the schools. However, that's the only update they are giving. We spoke to public safety here. They do tell us the suspect remains out there, but as you can see, that operation searching for him is no longer going on right now. We're live in Harper Woods tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4.
Okay, Sean, thank you.
A warning from the CDC about a new COVID-19 variant. It is the fastest growing strain of the virus in the U.S., already dominant in the Northeast, where it is estimated to cause about a third of new infections. And experts believe it will soon be everywhere. In a matter of weeks, it's expected to become the leading coronavirus variant around the world. JN1 has been dubbed a variant of interest by the World Health Organization because it's spreading so quickly.
We kind of sensed something different was brewing.
Dr. Joseph Cabaza is a pulmonary and critical care physician at the Cleveland Clinic. He says the past couple of weeks he's seen more people being admitted into the ICU with lung issues related to COVID-19.
They have not led to as many ventilators or nothing like the volume we saw early on, but it really, that has been the notable change.
The CDC estimates COVID-19 cases caused by this variant, JN1, more than doubled in the U.S. between late November and mid-December, perhaps from holiday travel and waning immunity. JN1 has only one change to its spike protein compared with the variant it descended from. But that change seems to have been enough to make JN1 a fitter and faster virus.
If you have diabetes or obesity or heart failure, or especially if you're on medications that lower your immune system, you're in a higher risk category.
To protect yourself and those around you, Dr. Cabaza says to first know your risk, whether you're vulnerable to severe disease. Then, if you're having respiratory symptoms, test for COVID-19. If you're infected, antiviral medications can help if given early.
Minimizing your odds of being hospitalized or getting very sick.
And it's not too late to get vaccinated. The doctor says vaccination protects against the illness becoming severe. He also recommends precautions such as hand washing and staying home if you're sick.
On the roads and in the air, the Christmas travel blitz has arrived with 115 million Americans on the move right now. That's the most since 2019. And for the most part, the weather is cooperating for those flying. NBC's Tom Costello reports from Reagan Airport in Washington.
Yeah, good day. Boy, this is really a pretty good day to fly. We have been watching very closely the weather out on the West Coast. We've had significant rain, of course, in the L.A. area as well as Santa Barbara, and then significant low clouds and ceilings in San Francisco. That really has been the reason we've had some delays and cancellations, but really very few, only about 50 or so cancellations nationwide on what is the busiest pre-Christmas air travel day of the week, with about 49,000 flights between commercial and general aviation. The TSA expecting about 2.5 million people will be moving through TSA checkpoints today. Again, this will be one of the busiest, if not the busiest, into Christmas itself. On the roads, we're expecting about 104 million people to be driving over the course of the extended period. And right now, gasoline is averaging about $3.09 to 12 cents a gallon nationally. Now, that is down from about $3.29 a gallon a month ago, so a bit cheaper than it was just a month ago. And yet, this is how most people are going to be getting around. Back here at the airports, if you are traveling, boy, you picked a great day to fly. It's a non-event in terms of the weather, except for the West Coast. And the next few days are looking pretty good in terms of air travel. So get to the airport early, though, because the TSA lines are still pretty long. Back to you.
Tom Costello, we appreciate your report. As our weather here looks fabulous as well, as evidenced by all the people out there on the ice.
That's a whole lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night, and we love that shot from downtown. Let's get a check on how things are going as we creep closer to the holiday with Kim Adams.
Well, it's a beautiful night here in Metro Detroit, and we were just talking about traveling out at Metro Airport. I just checked. There are no delays. It's mostly cloudy and 39 degrees. In Mount Clemens, it is also in the upper 30s, 39 downtown and in Howell, 36 in Port Huron, and 40 in Monroe. Tomorrow we go right back into the low 40s. We'll have a lot of clouds throughout the day, and then late in the day, more towards the overnight hours and into Saturday morning, we will have some rain, some scattered showers. High temperatures going up each and every day. 42 for tomorrow, 45 Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday, including Christmas Day, we are back into the low 50s. It's not a record, but it's definitely very, very warm, and we keep above average temperatures all the way through the end of next week. We'll talk more about the rain for tomorrow and again on Christmas Day coming up.